What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Another episode, two brothers giving you our thoughts on what's happening in the pop culture, the movie world, comic book world, and just in general, just giving you our updates on what's going on. Guys, as usual, please check the description if you don't want to hear about what's going on with our lives and what our thoughts are on real world issues and all that stuff, and you want to go straight to the Geek Out news. Please check the description. It'll be the first thing that says Geek Out News starts here. And you can just click on that, takes you straight to the Geek Out News. But on that note, as always, joined by Kibbs. Man, Kibbs, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, good, bro. It's been busy as well. We've had a busy week, dropping the kids off back and forth and fasting. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody who's
Ramadan
fasting.
Mubarak to
Uh,
everyone.
yeah, so busy. First couple, first, today, this time around, first day was easy because we've been doing the intermittent fasting. It's really kind of helped. The fasting is actually easy. And because it's slightly a bit earlier, it's all right. Like, I'm looking at the clock now, like, I'm gonna be working. I'm looking after Nia. It's gonna go by so quickly. By
Mm.
then, everybody's home. We get to chill, do our prayers and stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's been life busy, not just in general with other stuff. Uh, Bit quiet on our sides, but I think during fasting month we're gonna be a bit quiet when it comes to the screenings and stuff. I think the only one we've got coming up is we got Ghostbusters next week, which I may not be able to attend to just because of the timing and
Oh,
stuff like that.
because
But
of
I
Ramadan.
wanna, yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. Ghostbusters,
yeah.
that's a good one. That's a good one to be a
I
part
know,
of.
man. I know, I know. I remember the first one. So After Earth, sorry, Afterlife. So, you know what? I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to work it out, bro, because I'm in the office as well. Yeah, it's got busy. Luckily, I got Ati there to help, so I maybe send Ati. So I think that
Mm.
would be the best bet at the moment now. But other than that, in general, I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying, bro. It's not been easy. This week's been tough. Yeah. But
Mm.
other than that, good. Look, Alhamdulillah, I'm here, good health. There's loads of things happening. It's just how we deal with it and how you kind of just sit back and look at things at a different perspective. I'm trying to make better decisions, I suppose, just to make myself get to a better place. And I applied for this course like 2 years ago and I never did it. And I'm gutted because, we had Nia and life got busy again, and luckily it's still there. I can still do the course, but I want to finish it. Same thing with like other things I had on my plan to do. I didn't get You got to achieve a lot of things, but I didn't get to achieve the things that I said I would do. So like now, this month I've been reading Quran every day. So it's keeping that in repetition and keeping it going. I know sometimes it can get mundane and bored, but in general, it's trying to get back to that. But other than that, all good, bro. Getting there. We've got yeah, loads of things happening, and I've got things planned for after Ramadan as well. So, a couple of interviews which should be interesting. Hopefully, they go through. That's what I'm waiting for. But yeah, let's see what happens, bro.
All right, cool.
How have you been?
Yeah. Yeah, same. Very busy week just because yeah, Ramadan for me is always easy. The fasting part is easy. Changing my whole timetable is where things get a bit difficult and whatnot
Hmm.
in regards to training and sleeping. I don't sleep good anyway, but this breaks my sleep a lot because obviously I wake up at 4 o'clock to do like suhoor and what you call it, prayer and stuff like that. So timetable's tough, but Ramadan itself's easy. I've been making an effort to go to Taraweeh prayer at the mosque.
Hmm.
On days that I got calls from work and whatnot, I just read it from home, but make an effort to go to the mosque, which isn't too bad as well. But yeah, man, busy because like work. This week is one of those weeks, man, where my the person what you call it on my team in Singapore is out this week, so I have to cover for her position, her role and responsibilities this week, as well as we had a new person starting in Europe, so I'm in charge of the onboarding and sorting that out. And then just mad busy doing my own things with work. And then we've got Ramadan. It's just like it's just been a busy week. The week that I knew that I was going to take a week off training and kind of rest and whatnot ended up just being super busy because of work. But next, almost done to be honest with you, man. I got my main calls. Well, I got calls in the evening today actually, but got my main
Mm.
course done anyway for the day. I'm gonna do a bit of work, try and get some rest, do iftar, and yeah, just chill, man. It's been you know what? We're just reading the contract for the house that we bought, and
Hmm.
I'm a bit disappointed, and the missus is disappointed. But some of the features are different to the showroom, and we're just like, oh man, why did you have to do that, man? Why did you have to sell us something that's not the same? Like the flooring, for example, and the main room that there was a display. We kind of thought that it was going to be there, but we found out that it's not, and it's just kind of like why the lies. It's typical business. It's typical Dubai, right? Like I said to you, Dubai is full of crooks and scammers. And I'm not talking about low-level people. I'm talking about the whole of Dubai. The industries are full of crooks and scammers. So anyway, I'm trying to stay calm. I said we will have to send them an email, but I don't think there's anything that we could do. Like it is what it is. It's cool. Let's just look at it as an investment. It's not a
But you have to put your thoughts forward on it. I think
yeah,
I've
no, we
realized now.
will. We
Yeah.
will, no, definitely send the email and then they'll probably respond saying some bullshit. And then we'll probably respond saying, well, why did you lie with your showroom? And then we'll probably put a bad review on Google and that's it. Like, there's nothing more we could do about it. But I'm just trying to tell it, like, I think I'm trying to put in my head, you know what, this is not our fight. This is not our permanent home. This is temporary. And we're going to let the value build. We're putting our money in there as an investment. It's an opportunity to get away from the interest that I was getting from banks and whatnot. All that sort of stuff. I'm trying to look at it from that because I am full of my heart, my chest is when she told me that is I've got this feeling in me, this anger feeling. But one is Ramadan and two, I'm trying to be better, man. I just had a therapy session and I'm
Mm.
trying to be better, but it's not easy. You can never be perfect. My therapist says to me, you got to take that word perfect out of your head. That doesn't exist, right? So
Mm.
you can't be perfect in anything, but I'm just trying to be so much better. But it's not been easy. So I'm already annoyed by that, but I'm just gonna be like, look, we're gonna have to send them notes, do this sort of stuff. Riyadh's the estate agent, so I'm gonna get him to kind of jump in. But I don't think there's anything that anyone could do. I reckon they're gonna be like, oh no, this is custom and all kind of rubbish. And we're just gonna have to let it be, man. So very that wasn't it's not been great getting that contract in and reading that. It's like you liars, man. But then I'm just not surprised from anything in Dubai because Dubai, like I say, is a land of crooks and scammers. Yes, you can make money here, but remember, there's people who are going to be crooks and scammers here in all these business people are crooks and scammers, man. That's my thoughts on Dubai. If anyone ever asks me, it's a beautiful place. It's amazing, very innovative with buildings and whatnot. Yes, you can make loads of money here. Food's halal, all that sort of stuff. Weather's great. Loads of positives, negatives, crooks and scammers. Everyone. So you will lose money, or you will not get things what you wanted because they scam you on stuff. Guaranteed anything here. I'm talking about from freaking buying an orange at a store to buying a house from all levels. And then Dubai does not know how to handle rain. I'm like such a future city of the future. But when it rains, the whole city floods. I'm like,
Mm.
okay, so you guys didn't even develop any kind of sewage system at all to deal with the rain. No, they did not. So it's just so weird. You know the Burj Khalifa, bro. Do you know they ain't got a sewage system? Do you know every day trucks pull up to get the shit and piss from the toilets and go trying to throw it away somewhere? They don't have a sewage system in the Burj Khalifa. Can you believe that? The most tallest building, innovative building in the world. That's how they somehow designed it with
I don't.
that.
I crashed for a moment. That's right. Yeah,
Uh,
that's insane.
how weird is that?
Exactly. Proper word. That's insane. Like,
Yeah.
that's so insane.
How could you
So
not set
that's,
up a toilet system, a plumbing system? I don't get it.
I suppose they get away with that where they don't pay the local government a certain amount of money. I don't know, it's a cheap way of doing things, but yeah, insane. It's not part of the infrastructure. That's insane, bro.
Trucks every day come to empty the poo
The
and
poo-poos.
the wee-wees from this building. Weird. It's not future. It's backwards, in my opinion. My
I
opinion.
know.
But
Exactly.
anyway, that's something that just come up, and I was just before the podcast you told me, and it just kind of like, oh, typical Dubai, so Dubai, man. But it's not our permanent home. So that we have to look at it that way. So it's, yes, we want it to be homely and whatnot, but it's not our permanent home. So it's an investment. The property value is gonna grow. Let's not worry about it. I'm trying to be, mentally better. But other than that, man, I'm getting old, man. I hurt my back today. doing
Oh,
my
damn.
doing my little stretches, and then something went, and I can't bend over now properly without some pain. So when I pray later, I'm gonna have to do it on a chair. But I'm just like,
Oh,
oh
damn.
man, I'm getting old. But man, it's been cool, man. It's been all right, man. Just trying to get through, man. Put it that way.
It's all we can do, bro. It's all we can do. I've been actually saying that with the fasting, it's actually helped the inflammation in my back. So that's the one good thing. I've realized that as soon as I eat in the evening, it flares up, and I just
Mm.
realize it's the food.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's the
100%.
food that
Food. And
flares it up.
you know what's weird, bro? I don't know what it is. I got less discipline of eating healthy food during Ramadan. Like on a
Mm,
normal day, I fast every day anyway, right?
yeah,
But for some reason, it's easy for me to eat healthier food on a normal day. Maybe because it's the water and stuff that I'm having that kind of keeps me full. But on a Ramadan, when it's Ramadan, bro, Monday, pure healthy, right? Tuesday healthy, but then I was like, oh, I need something. So I just cooked up some chicken nuggets and whatnot. And then yesterday I went all out pizza and pasta and all the bread and everything. I was like, this is satisfying. So something about Ramadan where I'm not as disciplined as I should be with my food and the food, not just the food that I eat, but the consumption of how much I eat and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I don't eat much anyway, but it's all the junk food that I just want to eat. But yeah, no, inflammation, bro, 100% is by food, man. 100%. Food is poison, can be poison, but it tastes so good,
exactly.
though. Tastes so good. Oh my God, food's so nice. That's my biggest weakness, man, when it comes to like the health and fitness side of things. Obviously, sleep. I just don't have a bad relationship with sleep, but food is my biggest weakness, man. But I can keep it disciplined for 4 days. Then on the weekend comes, I just want to while out.
No, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you at all. And I'm putting out fires at work. Uh, I'm finding it hard to find a job, bro. So like, I feel like since last year November, I've applied for like over 120 jobs. Response has been ridiculous, and then sometimes some of the response has been like, wow, they looked at my CV already. But I just found out that LinkedIn is like a hoax. It's an actual bump. Basically, some of those job postings they just put up there just so that the job posting's up there, but nobody actually gets any type of response or anything. But
Mm.
some of the jobs are
I
fake ass.
Yeah, I do have to tell you, right? Some of them can be so like, for example, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, man. Just for example, if you're moving to a country for a job, within a company, sometimes, and you're working for that company already, sometimes they have to post that job out in their country, like pretend to post it out to
Yeah.
show the government and whatnot that, oh, wait, we're trying to find someone here. But then you can't find someone, right? You can't find someone, hint, hint. So it's like, oh, we couldn't find someone within the region. So we're going to have to get someone from outside the region. So there's some of that too. I don't know if that's the case in the UK, but there's some of that too.
No, it's just the case all over, bro. And I don't know, man. Like I need to get out of what I'm doing at the moment. It's not really giving me any joy, and financially it doesn't help either. So just feels like it's dragging me down now, and I'm doing all sorts just to keep on top of things. So yeah, I need to see where I go from here. But yeah, it seems like a ball ache to try and apply for jobs and find something, or even do something myself now. Like I feel like I've come to the point now where I still do stuff and hustle and will get stuff done. Becoming it's hard. I'm feeling my age. I think this week I started to feel my age more, like 42. Can't be doing this or running around business no more, chasing people, arguing with people. And I can't even seem to get things done myself because I just feel like my day-to-day stuff is on like the kids, they're the priority, isn't it? So that's making sure they're fed, they're clean, they're eating, they're happy, making sure, they're covered while me and wifey at work. And it's like, how did they keep up with this? I honestly don't know. Honestly don't know. But then it's different times. Different times. The current crisis in this country does not help any people that are from working class backgrounds at the moment now. It's just horrible at the moment. And I hear it from other parents as well. Like when I go drop off Alara to school, and they were like, "How do you keep her jolly?" And I was like, if we put the word on top of her and she sees it on us, she ain't gonna be jolly. Because there are kids there, bro, man, just moany ass, losing. Like, it's not nice to see a kid go through what their parents are going through. So it's hard enough. She does know that we struggle, and she finds it hard. You know, why are you sad, or why are you daydreaming for? Is because we're exhausted and tired. And it's like, wow. But we try and, do school time. And like, bro, she started reading her books by herself now.
Oh, awesome.
That's like insane. Like the first day of Ramadan or second, I can't remember. We were reading a book together, and I was like, wow, you're reading the book. Like, she's pronouncing the words and everything, and you're like, if we don't put that time in for them, they're not going to enjoy it. And like, now she's enjoying reading to us, so we're listening to her read. She'll get some words wrong, but the fact that she really pronounces the words and everything like that is, it's a really good journey to see that and how much she's enjoying it as well. So it's putting that time in, like, surahs as well. Like, it's insane how quickly their minds are sponge. Like, when I heard Idris the other day read, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, you pick it up. So, and Arabic, they're picking up two things. They're not just picking up English. They listen, sorry, three as well, Bengali, understanding what Dadu's saying, Arabic, reading that as well. It makes me think I must have been one basic guy back then, bro.
Well, no, we learned Arabic, to be fair. I can't remember now. I'm in the process of learning it again now, like reading the Quran and whatnot. I'm trying to memorize, you know what, to break your fast and to the dua before you to keep your fast. I didn't even know those in Arabic. I've been doing it in English my whole life. So I just memorized the one to break the fast, and I'm in the process of trying to memorize the surah to the dua to keep fast. Bro, like we did, to be fair, but it's a different level now, man. The kids, they got so much technology, they got so much things, so much access to information and data and stuff that we never ever had. And the teaching style is very different now with Arabic and everything. I mean, they're so much more smart. Of course, they're trapped in devices and whatnot, and it's a different time to live in and whatnot. And there is a whole thing about, the kids are not going to be as hard as we were or our parents were because of what we had to go through and whatnot. We don't want that for our kids, but then you want an element of hardship. You want your kids to go for an element of hardship so they can understand that everything's not easy and how they can grow from hardship, how they can learn from hardship and whatnot. So you want a bit of that too. But I think sports, I know Idris is doing Kuwait now, which is awesome. Alara is doing kickboxing, which is awesome. That sort of stuff is going to be amazing for them, just for them to know what, like, failure looks like or failure feels like, if, when they're doing that and how it is to work hard and stuff. So, no, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to memorize little things, and my brain it's hard to pick things up. But you know what? You can. Look, I cannot remember my phone number at all here. But I did memorize the surah to break fast because I wanted to. I really wanted to. I really opened up that space in my brain. But for me, I had to read it like 1,000 times. I mean, it took a couple like weeks, because I started it weeks back to be like, I want to memorize this. And it took me thousands of times. And every time just reading it, closing my eyes, reading it, looking at the words, reading it. I'm doing that same process now with the dua to keep you fast. And I'll pick it up. I know I can. It's just it'll take a while, man. Just different. It's just different. But I think the benefit is because we learned Arabic when we were kids, even though things were a bit wrong, pronunciations, all that stuff. I'm relearning all that now. I think it kind of helps a little bit.
No, of course it does, bro. Definitely does, and that's how. Yeah, it's what we can do to keep it going, I suppose. I'm not reading in Arabic. I'm reading the Quran in the English translation,
Same
but
here.
just understanding the stories a little bit more. And
Yeah.
then just kind of feed. I'm losing. I don't know, man. It's not motivation. We're motivated every day because we've got to do stuff for the kids, but
Discipline. Nah,
my
it's not your number.
discipline. Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
but
Discipline.
motivation's not right, because it's
Yeah,
discipline. Because you don't
yeah.
want to do it, or you're tired or whatever it is. Discipline makes you. Motivation is some bull crap. You do
Yeah,
it better
yeah.
when you're motivated, you'll do it better. But bro, if you were relying on motivation, you wouldn't do nothing. It's discipline.
No, exactly. So important. So important. So other than that, doing the best we can, bro. Doing the best we
That's it,
can. We
man.
just got to keep moving forward.
That's it, man. That's it. Well, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do
Be a
this, bro.
short one. I don't have much. So I've got, as usual, guys. Like I said, check the description if you want to skip our thoughts on real world issues and whatnot. But for real world issues, we're going to be talking about this constantly. But Palestine, free Palestine, we can't not talk about Palestine and the situation that's going on there. Guys, as always, check out Breaking Points, check out Mark Lamont Hill, and check out you know what? I was looking for his name last week. I couldn't find it, but it was on Piers Morgan's podcast, and I sent it in the group. So I'm gonna find it right now because I know where to find it. And his name is Mehdi Hassan. That's it. And he started his own what do you call it? I guess you could say news publication or whatnot called Xeon or something like that. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, Mehdi Hassan, check him out because he left NBC and whatnot. His show got cancelled because he's good at questioning. He's great at questioning. He was questioning these, Israeli high officials and whatnot, and they ended up canceling his show, and he ended up leaving, and he ended up doing his own thing or whatnot. And he just said, like, it's important for me to it's Mark Lamont Hill says at the same time, like, this is news that the real world corporate media news would not publish. I mean, the death toll now in Palestine is over 31,000, bro. 31,000, right? People are dying of starvation, right? But they're being starved, as he puts it, right? They're being starved by the Israeli occupying government. It's crazy. And the mainstream media will never publish any of this stuff because obviously they have their agendas and they're being paid off and all that sort of stuff. But if you publish this as real world news, like real legitimate news, immediately the world will be like, this is wrong. And again, thank God for social media and whatnot, because the world is seeing it, a genocide happening, real life. That's why the world is speaking up. World leaders are speaking up, not just us average people, because people just want to be like, I've seen it. And like, again, my guy, Joe Rogan, who I love to bits and I always listen to him, they were laughing at, I think what state it was who won, and like, I don't know, the governor said that they support a ceasefire, and everyone was cheering and stuff, all the protesters, and he was laughing at the protesters having blue hair and all that sort of stuff. And yes, that's linked to the left, that's linked to people who protest about gender identity and all that sort of stuff that people want to take piss out of. But this is the way I see it. I don't know why it's not the same thing. Human lives are at case here. 31,000 people are dead. 12,000 people, children, have been blown up by this terrorist group. So I don't see why, by the Israeli terrorist group. I'm saying it. I know we're getting censored and whatnot. Our views have been crap and whatnot because we've spoken about it, but I'm saying it. But
No, I know.
I don't know why,
I've
like,
noticed that as well.
yeah, why Rogan, when I'm like, why are you not looking at it objectively? Why are you laughing at those people who are protesting? They're protesting for human lives. This is humanity. This is like, it's different from other things where you might have your opinions on. If you have a different opinion on human lives, then I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I don't know.
I find it difficult that people that have privilege to understand those situations, bro, and kind of gets me disconnected. Like, I don't mind. Like, I do listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he has some really good guests on there. But when it comes to those subjects, you're like, everybody's going to have their own opinion, though. That's the hardest part of the world. But everybody is coming from a different walk of life. I can understand he's built himself amazingly. But then there's a moment where you kind of think about people and the way they are. But people, honestly, bro, I work with people who don't give a shit, bros. They say, I don't watch the news. It's got nothing to do with me. I got to deal with my own shit here. And it's true. And it's
Yeah,
so difficult and it's
yeah,
heartbreaking. But because they're not world weary, they are consumed with how their lives are here and how they're
yeah.
going to
I
get by on an
was
everyday
like
basis.
that. Bro, I was like
Yeah.
that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like that. And the thing is, my life is busy and I got so much other things I want to do. So when you do just listen to the mainstream media, for example, if it's on, then you're just gonna hear what they say. All of this started on October 7th, right? And that's what you're gonna take away. So that's what I'm saying. The mainstream media has built such a reputation with just giving out short news and whatnot. So people are gonna just take that and be like, oh, it's BBC, they said it, it's cool. New York Times, Wall Street Journal, whatever. They said it, it's fine. But if they really looked into it, which most people don't have the time, they'll be like, oh, wait, this is not the whole news. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's
Hmm.
why. But but on that case, they're failing. Again, because of social media, because of the world is changing, bro. I just like we're gonna talk like okay, so in the Oscars, we're gonna talk more about the Oscars later on, but in regards to the Oscars and Jonathan Glazer, who's a director who won the best international film of Zone of Interest, which is a movie about the Holocaust and the situation there. I'm actually interested in watching the movie now, but he spoke up with a very powerful speech. And he said something about, and you got to listen to it or whatnot, but he said something about I revoke my Jewishness being hijacked to do an illegal occupation and whatnot, all that sort of stuff. Now, bro, bare people Zionists were like, oh, he revoked his Jewishness after he made a movie about the Holocaust, and that's it, they cut it there. He said to be hijacked, my Jewishness being hijacked to do an illegal occupation. They cut that part out, obviously, but that's what he said. And it's powerful on one of the biggest platforms. And also, I just saw something on social media back in 1978 or something like that. There was an actress who spoke out for the illegal operation, the illegal occupation in Palestine, and spoke out against Zionists. Bro, do you know what happened then? She got booed, bro. People laughed at her at the Oscars. They were laughing at her and they were booing her. And now you see what the change is now? Everyone was cheering, bro. The world, bro, it's changed. The information war has
Hmm.
changed. And hopefully, inshallah, it will change more. But the fact that everyone was clapping now, just and the big difference between, 40 years, 50 years, whatever it is, it goes to show that social media and stuff has helped, man. And this communication that we have, this communication devices that we have now has helped so much to open people's eyes to what's really happening there. Now you get a few people who just ignore it, and it gets very disappointed. Floyd Mayweather is one of them. He's really pissing me off, and I just think he's just a sellout to the money, and he obviously is because he loves money and whatnot. But he ain't. He's a great boxer, no doubt about it. But man, when it comes to the people's champ, that's always going to be Muhammad Ali, without a doubt. He ain't shit compared to Muhammad Ali. But the fact that he's out there celebrating with them when a genocide is going on because I know it's because he wants the money. It's just disgusting. I've lost all respect for those type of people. And I lose even more respect for intelligent people who don't look at the history. I'm like, you're intelligent. You got an academic intelligence. You're intelligent in certain fields. The fact that you're blocking your intelligence right now, like Jordan Peterson, for example, because I do love listening to him. I think he's very intelligent and whatnot. But the fact that he's blocked his intelligence to what do you call it, to ignore the history and what's going on there. I'm like, dude, I've lost so much more respect for you. And you know what? You're disrespecting your own intellect, the fact that you're ignoring that. So anyway, I mean, the main thing is, what I wanted to bring up is the way the Oscars and the people have changed, and that's an amazing thing. The world is speaking up. Government people, South Africa's just heroes, man. They're like anyone in South Africa who's fighting for Israel. When you come back here, you're going straight to prison. So you better not come back here. Right? That's what they're saying. Straight up, they put that out there, man. The Yemenis are doing amazing things. The Houthis blocking the Red Sea. Unfortunately, they did kill some people, and that was wrong. I mean, obviously, I don't know the intention. I mean, at first they didn't kill anyone, which is great. I think I read something where they killed like 2 to 3 people, which is heartbreaking, because I believe they were innocent, just people working and whatnot. So that's not right, obviously. So that's where things get a bit iffy and whatnot. But hopefully they can avoid that. Hopefully they can avoid doing that. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to hear that, man. It's like, guys, do more. Like, I'm not talking about war, I'm not talking about killing people. We don't want that. But put your powers in place So an impact, a change can be made, and that's blocking, you know, shipments and oil and all that sort of stuff. To block them, and no, you're not getting none of this stuff until we come to a peace agreement, and then we knew it. You know what I mean? When everything's peace, when there's a two-state solution, all that sort.
No,
Then
of course,
yes,
of course.
then work on everything to make it peaceful in the region and have economy flowing through in all countries, including Israel and whatnot. But right now, with this illegal occupation and Israel still allowing, you know, the West Bank and like agreeing to like what, another 300,000 homes occupying more of the West Bank, it's crazy, man. During this time, no, man, block everything, make that difference, and then after, once it's all peaceful in the future, inshallah, then make the agreements and like, cool, like let's live together in peace, let's grow our economy, all that sort of stuff. But right now it's just difficult, and that's why I think the Middle East gets criticized on not supporting the West, and the you know, the Western people really, and the Gen Zs and whatnot are really supporting more than anything, more than the Middle East in regards to speaking out. Anyway, I just went on a big rant.
No, it's all good, bro. It's all good. Listen, guys, the links to the Gaza relief and Palestinian reliefs are on our social media pages. So, guys, please do whatever you can. This is the month of giving. I've been donating £5 a day to do the best I can. I would have spent that on my lunch if I was in the office or anything like that. I'm not spending it, so I'm giving it to them. So, go to the link in our bio and do the best you can, guys. Honestly, they need our help dramatically. They're going through so much right now. The hardest part of it is that they are still going through so much, and the videos, it's all over socials, guys. But I want to shout out to a couple of people that have been really pushing some of the donations and stuff like that. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I know that we raised just over like 200 quid on our pages, which is absolutely amazing, guys. So I'm really grateful to everybody that has donated. So that was to, oh my god, names are gone out of my head. Raheem, no, Yusuf donated as well. Sam Ibrahim, you absolutely smashed it. You dropped a large amount. I can't thank you enough, bro. And there's a couple of other people on there as well. So, guys, thank you so much. You guys are in my prayers and my du'as. Thank you for donating. I'm trying to think of, there was a few on there, but I've reposted it up because Instagram at the moment, yeah, excuse me, are being bastards. They're not covering the fees. So originally, I think it was a couple of months back, they were covering the fees, you know, transaction fees and all of that. They're not covering that. So that means you end up adding a little bit more for transaction fee, which Meta bastards end up taking. So guys, thank you so much as well on that. Instagram, I shouldn't be swearing, but social media platforms is a difficult one because they're trying to block it as well, but they can't, man. The algorithm is winning, bros. And people, so proud of you guys to get the message out there. There are some people, I've noticed it as well. Like my views have been up and down, been looking at the page views because we've been airing our thoughts, because I've been putting donation links up that people maybe not. And I'm not here for argue with people about what I agree with and what I'm not, but I stand up for people in need. You know what I mean? Can't stand what bullies are doing, and bullies are these other powers. You know what I mean? But to be honest, the government's a joke. I think all of it's a joke at the moment. I think it's like the worst time I've seen how basic, not just our government is, but world governments are. Like, bunch of idiots. But horrible. I would never want to be a part of this part of history, knowing that I could have done something. And you got bare racism coming back again, bro. It's insane. We're racism has always existed and will always be there, and it's systematically taught. People talk about diversity and inclusion and the rest of it, but in those places, you're a puppet. It don't matter. They put a brown face up as prime minister. What, that's supposed to make me feel proud? No, this guy's a fool. You've just got another idiot puppet running the country. To be honest, he's not running it. He's just the face that gets all the bollocking after. It's the people behind in the background, which is a smart way of working things. But the same thing, they try to do this in our workplaces, bro. What do you think? Do you think it's like, diverse enough? Bro, I'm the only Muslim in the village up in this place. and you got rid of all my brothers. There ain't no brothers here. There's like one brother. You know what I mean? And then everybody comes to me thinking I'm the IT guy. So some people don't even know who my role is. You've already put this label on, you know. The reason why I sit with those IT guys is because they're jokes, bro. They give me jokes in the office, and I connect with them more. You know, there's a Somalian brother there that cracks me up every time. Abdi, I love you, man. You make me coming into the office as jokes because we have jokes about things. But I still get it. Oh, can you see what's wrong with my laptop? And I'm like, bro, in marketing, bro. I don't know nothing about laptops. But it's systematically taught racism exists, it's there. And you know what? Sometimes you maybe not even know. I think somebody said recently, I was listening to the news yesterday, one MP or something, was he said that, you know, something about some woman in Hackney, because, you know, black women like you, I feel like shooting.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, yeah, black women that look like you, or something like that. Sorry, like I'm sorry if I got it wrong, but bro, my guy is getting it now. You know, everybody's saying he's a racist and the rest of it. I was like, bro, you used the wrong words. You know, some people were trying to defend him on the radio. I was like, bro, racist is a racist, bro. The fact that he put black woman, gun, shoot in that sentence, you lose, bro. That's repetition gone. But it's only a cover up for something else that's happening in the background because that's the way government works. You know, let's put out something else in the news so that we don't get all this Palestinian and Gaza issues coming up. So there's always something else that has to like come before it. There's no more Michael Jackson no more. You know what I mean? He was the biggest one. You put that guy on the front news, touch somebody, lose. Everybody
Mm-mm.
forgets what's going on in the background. They did that during the Iraqi war, bro. My guy got done for bare rape allegations during that time. And Eddie Griffin says it in his comedy special. It's like, Mikey, I'm sorry, man, but we're going to do something, but we're going to have to put you on the front page. You know what I mean? So it was like, he took a bullet for his country and the world. You know what I mean? I feel for him, bro.
I don't know if he took a bullet, but they threw him under the bus for sure.
Yeah, but, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean
because
the difference is now though, but people can have access to different kind of news and social media and like YouTube's got tons of, like I say, Breaking Points, Mark Lamont Hill. Like you've got these platforms, you know what I mean? So
Hmm,
people have access to that. Whereas before it was just like, oh, it's all over mainstream media, and then you just cover it with Michael Jackson or something, and then that's it. You don't hear about anything. And that's why it's important that you do follow these independent news sites who give you the daily updates, the true daily updates, and not these corporate medias who just kind of like ignore it off the front page now.
no, exactly, bro. Exactly. All right, man. Let's move on, man. Free Palestine, free Palestine, free Palestine.
Yes. All right. Let's move on, guys. Do donate and free Palestine. All right, cool. Let's move on to things we watched. I didn't bring this up last week, but I watched Argyle, bro, last week. Which
Yeah,
is
what did
pretty
you think?
good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Look, I'm gonna be very honest, man. The cast was freaking amazing, right? What's his name? Sam Rockwell is awesome. I love. He's just there's something about him, man. He's got this energy on screen, just amazing. And then of course you got Sam Jackson, you got Henry Cavill, who's just good looking dude, but with just a weird haircut. But the film was awesome. Don't get me wrong. I just feel at the end it did just get silly. And I was like, okay, well, I accept it for what it is. But I was like, oh, why did it get so silly? Because in the beginning, it was just awesome, bro. It was just awesome. Up to the point where, and spoilers alert, guys, spoilers alert, if you are planning to watch it. But up to the point where she finds out that she was an agent, because I was trying to be like, oh, what's going on here and whatnot. It just got silly from there. Like, and the action got silly, and everyone's like, oh, okay, like this got really silly. But man, great fun movie to sit there and watch, though, to be honest with you. Sam Rockwell's energy is great.
Hmm.
Every time he's on screen, you're just like, it's just awesome. It's just fun. The action's pretty cool and very creative. Like I say, when they say it got silly at the end, but the action in general was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, no, I enjoyed it. What did you think when you watched it?
No, it was, bro. It's just the good fun movie, bro. There's nothing more from it, to be honest. I just enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not gonna say it was the best film of the year. It's not. But I think what what Matthew Vaughn does is he he goes extravagant. He like bro, it's like a comic book, right? If you read a comic book, you'd see that, right?
Mm.
So like he does stuff like, that's why his X-Men First Class was amazing. He knew how to do it. He knew how to put them together. He does action like it's a double spray comic book page. You know that last scene, it's extravagant, but you're like you could see that in a comic book. Like you
Mm.
open a double spray like an action scene, you could see it. But yeah, it's just a good fun movie, man. I think Ati put a good review out, which the guys at Marv really shared it and stuff like that. They shared our stuff, so good on them, man. It's a good fun movie, bro. There's nothing more I can take from that.
Yeah, no. All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. I just thought it got a bit silly, but yeah, cool, man. Let's move on. I actually watched a movie that was on Netflix. It's always popping up on my feeds and whatnot. Called 12 Mighty Orphans. It's got Luke Wilson, Wayne Knight, Martin Sheen. I'm not sure if you've seen it or whatnot, but it just seemed interesting. Basically about during the Great Depression, an American football coach starts training a team of orphaned teenagers for a state of championship. And you can tell the story that orphans were not accepted. Obviously, they've gone through so much trauma, being orphans. And you could just tell like people just kind of they were the underdogs and everything always. But it was one of those enlightening stories where all they needed was like a good, almost like father figure, a good sort of someone who kind of believed in them. Because even at the orphanage, they're being treated like shit by certain teachers and whatnot. But when you have that one person who can make an impact and that makes them feel that they belong, that they're worth something, it just makes such an impact on a group of people. So it was one of those movies. It's just a nice feel good hope movie at the end. It starts off like rough and like, damn, man, this is deep. And then it just has that hope element at the end. So
Hmm.
yeah, something to watch if you got time. And then the last thing I've been watching, which has been awesome, and I just love it, is The Gentleman, Netflix show that's came out last week. But it is fantastic, man. Guy Ritchie is, but his style of movies is just, I feel like he's like the English Quentin Tarantino because it's the dialogue as well, like not just
Hmm.
the show or the movies that he does are great. The characters that he builds in these shows and movies, or in the show specifically, are great. The dialogue is just it's something that you look forward to. You want to listen to what they got to say because it's funny. It's intellectual.
Hmm.
It's just amazing, and it's got Theo James in it, who's awesome. Kaya Scodelario, I messed up her name. Daniel Ings, Vinnie Jones is freaking awesome in it. Giancarlo Espastios, you know what I'm talking about? That
Bro.
dude. Yeah, names. Anyway, it's such a good show, and every episode it just drags you in more. Every episode introduces you to great characters
Yeah.
that you're just like there's something about it. As soon as he introduces a character, you automatically like love them. You know what I mean? There doesn't need to be any character building. Some shows or whatever it is, movies, you need to spend some time building a character. What's his name? Guy Ritchie's got a way of building a character, immediately making you connect with a character, and you immediately just like, I want more of this person, whichever the character is. So it's such a good show, man. I recommend it. It's like watching Lock, Stock, or one of his classic movies, for like 8 episodes. You know what I'm trying to say? We're talking about like 8 hours of a Guy Ritchie movie. He's a fantastic director, man. He's absolutely great. Gentleman, man, one to watch. I recommend it, bro. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you put it on your list.
No, I will do. I will do.
Yeah, I didn't talk about the story or anything because I didn't want to spoil it because you haven't seen it yet. So
No, that's cool.
I'll let you when you watch it, I guess we could do a proper review on it.
Yeah, no, definitely will do, bro. I'll check that out.
All right, cool. Anything else you watched?
I started Shogun, bro. Saw the first episode the other day. That is awesome, bro. That is like peak television, bro. So
Hmm.
good. I'm really enjoying it, man. Really enjoying it. So that good first opening episode. Looking forward to watching the next ones. Hopefully, if I get the chance today, I'll watch it. If not, I'll catch it over the weekend. But that was really good, bro. The visuals are stunning, bro. It's like the budget on this is like movie level budget. Like I was like, wow, this is a Disney show. That's sick. Uh, Nothing else, bro. To be honest, it's been a bit quiet. Uh, yeah, Shogun's the only thing I've seen so far.
Awesome, awesome. It's great. I've watched up to episode 3. I need to watch the others, but I'm stuck on the gentleman for now. But we'll catch that after. All right. Well, let's move on. Let's move on because I don't have anything else up to other movie news. So let's just get straight into other movie news. So we had the Oscars this week. You posted a few of the winners. Robert Downey Jr. won for Best Supporting Actor of Oppenheimer. Christopher Nolan won Best Director, Oppenheimer. Right? You got Cillian Murphy won Best Leading Male, Oppenheimer. Who else was there, bro? I'm sure there was some more as well.
There's loads. Let me just go through the list. So I did put up a little post just congratulating all the people that got involved. Where what we got? What we've got. So Devine joined Randolph, who Best Supporting Actress for The Holdovers, which is a movie I still need to watch. American Fiction won Best Adapted Screenplay, which is another great film. I really enjoyed that. Emma Stone wins Best Actress. Cillian Murphy wins Best Actor. Robert Downey Jr. Best Supporting Actor. The Boy and the Heron is Best Animated Feature. Oppenheimer won Best Picture. Billie Eilish's song from the Barbie movie, Best Original Song. Christopher Nolan wins Best Director and Best Movie. Godzilla -1 Best Visual Effects, which I gotta say yes, I'm glad they got in there. The one with the boy with the heron, I've heard it's a great animation, but I just feel like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse
I was
should
going to
have
bring
got
that
that
up.
one.
I was going to bring that
Yeah.
up. I think a couple of the cast members or someone from the cast members saying feels that they got robbed. I haven't seen that other animation, to be honest with you, so I don't know. But are they basing it on the animation or the story? I mean, Spider-Verse got a great story to it, but maybe there's something about the story of the other one that really, you know, like that set it apart. I don't know, but yeah, I heard there was some upset people, unfortunately. I mean, I'm generally a little bit upset as well because Spider-Verse was amazing. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to check that. I can't remember who it was, but it was one director. It might be the director of the animation. Was like, just because the animation, animation is just another platform of a movie. Just because it's an animation doesn't mean that it's anything different to a movie. End of the day, you're watching the story, right? That's what the main thing is. Everything. Oh, the one thing that all of them are gonna have in common that have to attract people is story. But yeah, I don't know. I might check that one out. Might check that out. But I'll be honest with you, I have all of them on the list. I want to check out the zone of interest just because of that guy's speech. And I think it was very brave of him to put it out there. And
No,
respect.
good on him, man. Good on him. Good
So I'm
on him.
interested in
Like,
watching that
that's the
one.
one thing. And like a lot, Mark Ruffalo going in saying, stop the Oscars, go March for Palestine, which was really good. They had a couple of people out there speak out, but I think they're starting to see it now and they're seeing how it's gonna affect into that world, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean,
You can
right
see
now
it.
they control Hollywood for sure. But like it will change, man. Inshallah, it will change. And that's why we have to not stop talking about it. The people of Palestine are strong people, man, but they gotta keep fighting. And inshallah, one day the world's already turned against, Israel. It's made America look bad. So inshallah, one day, man.
No, exactly, bro.
All
Exactly.
right, moving on. The Oscars, yeah, that happened, so that was good. New Mario Brothers movies is in the works and scheduled to come out in 2026. And then Scream 7 have brought back Nev Campbell. So that was one that was affected because they obviously, for people speaking out for Palestine, they got rid of people and that director left and the Wednesday girl, whatever her name is, she ended up leaving as well. They got rid of I can't remember the names and shit, but they got rid of people. But they brought Nev Campbell back. So they thought the best way they can bring this Scream 7 back is to bring Nev Campbell back. So good for them. I mean, I don't watch the Scream movies anyway, so whatever. But anyway, Nev Campbell's back for that one. Cool, man. Well, look, let's move on. Let's finish up with retro movie reviews. And this week we're gonna talk about The Great Outdoors, 1988, with the legend himself, Dan Aykroyd, and my God, why have I got so blank?
John Candy.
John Candy. John Candy. This is another movie that reminds me of Nabil, may he rest in peace, childhood friend who used to also enjoy this movie as well. Bro, this movie is hilarious. John Candy is amazing in this movie. It's just there's something about him in anything he does. He's just this friendly. He looks like this big friendly giant.
Yeah,
And in
exactly
this,
that.
like just the family dynamics and just just the jokes, even the raccoons.
Fucking raccoons, man. Oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Language, bro,
Yeah,
language.
yeah.
But just the family vacation, getting the family, just in just what he wanted was his family to be together, just to have that time in nature and whatnot. And then his brother, who's Dan Aykroyd's character, comes kind of, what do you call it, gate crashing the party. He's this whole business Wall Street guy, always talking about investments and whatnot. The two brothers on complete different end of the spectrums and so much difference in them and whatnot. But end of the day, it is a family movie. It does connect the family. When family's in trouble, they'll always be there for you as long as you're honest with them, as long as you're loving to them. Family would always be there. But the moment you start lying and tricking your family, that's when everything goes downhill. But communication and love between families, obviously the way you wanna be with your brothers and sisters. But I feel like this movie showed that because there was a lot of hate.
There was a lot of hate.
He despised his brother. Like, it's like, oh, why is he here? And really annoyed. But then it's just like,
He needs help.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. He needs help.
He needs help. He needs help. I haven't seen that movie in ages, bro. So the fact that you watched it again, is that the one where they're in the pool place and John Candy lose with the stick?
No, that was his son. Yeah, that was his son.
Yes.
Not the cat. Yeah. And he meets that girl and whatnot. Yeah. That's the one with the bear. Remember the bear, the bald-headed bear, the bald-headed bear. And at the end, he shoots the bear in the ass, and then it becomes the bald-headed ass bear. It was that one. It was the scene where they had the scene where they were fighting a bat in the cabin that they were in. There was also the scene where he eats that, like, I don't know what it was, man, like that 100-pound steak or whatever it was.
Yes, that's right.
So, great movie,
he was
man.
losing.
He was losing. Yeah.
He was losing in that scene. That's a good scene. I need to watch that film again, bro, because I know that there are some classic laugh out loud moments in there. And like some random ones, because for some reason, I don't know why, like they had a soundtrack every time the raccoons come, right?
Yeah. Or something like that. It was one of that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to rewatch that again. That is a good film. Those movies are just like Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Cool Run-Ins, even Home Alone. Like they underline have like this emotional thing to them, and I think the movies back then really did a great thing when it came to putting movies like that together. It's like, yes, you can make me laugh out loud, but then you can get me emotional as well. As you said, that underlying story of, the brother needed help. He didn't know how to ask for it, and he didn't know what he was going through. But he was too big-headed at the time to kind of admit the fact that I'm losing, man.
That's it. And to try and get out of it, he was almost trying to scam his brother out of their savings and whatnot. And then, it just, again, it's just reaching out for help, man. And all those movies you mentioned all got John Candy in it, and he's just a special dude, man. He's just, like I say, on screen special, jolly, happy go guy. He's just got this happy face, and just the way his energy is in these movies is just jokes. Even when there's that scene when he's feeding the bears, and it's just that awkwardness when the bears are all on his cars, and he's that guy when they're like, "Don't feed the bears." He's like, "It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right," and they're all up on the cars. So, yeah, it's just hilarious, bro.
Oh. Good movie, bro. That was a good movie. When did you watch it?
I watched it last week, Saturday, man. I watch it every Saturday mornings. I like to wake up and make my coffee and do my workout with my coffee, and just instead of coming to my computer and work, I like going downstairs and watching a retro movie, just to prepare for our retro movie review. So we're gonna do another one this week, but it just came up on the list because I just searched classic 80s movies and that came up. I'm like, yes, like again, like it's such a great movie, man. It's so much fun. There's that guy as well
No,
who gets he got hit by the lightning like
lightning.
69 times or whatnot. But my guy had white hair and whatnot. His brother, Dan Aykroyd's character, was that type of dude who would just comment on everything, like commented on the white hair and but it's just hilarious. That guy just kept on getting shot throughout the movie.
Yes, I remember, and he was running away and he was getting shocked, and I'm like, bloody hell, this guy, man. I have to watch it again because I know there's some key scenes. Sorry, guys, I haven't been keeping up on watching stuff as well because it's just been mad busy. It's finding the time to try and do it, but no, definitely. The one thing I did watch was one of our episodes on the TV last night. I just had it playing in the background because it went from some I think we had the kids stuff playing, they were asleep and YouTube was still on, and then it played, and I was like, you know, the quality is actually quite sick. Have you watched it on the big screen?
I have sometimes, yeah, I have sometimes seen
It's
it. Yeah,
clean. It looks really
yeah,
nice and clean. And like, you
yeah.
know, now that you put the pictures up and stuff, I was like, we need to do that on this as well. And I think we need to share the screen more often. Even if we can't pronounce the names, at least the names up on there. I should have just Google up and ready for it.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? It comes down to editing and whatnot. It's timing, right? So when I do the clips and I try to find the pictures and I try to align it and find the clips and all that sort of stuff. So what I could do is maybe when I edit this podcast, a long one, I put the pictures in here. And then when I do
Perfect.
the clips, just cut it and it already has the pictures. And
That's a
even
better
when
way, bro.
if I have time, even when you guys hear me stuttering, trying to say someone's name, I'll just put his picture up so you can see who I'm trying to. I'm looking at him right now. It's the guy who was in the Mandalorian, the Sith
The
main,
Sith.
not the Sith, the main bad dude who had the saber, who had the white saber, whatever it's called.
I can't even say his name, bro.
I'm
Hold on,
gonna
let
put
me
his
find
picture
it.
up. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start putting their pictures up so you can see who the hell they are. When you got me struggling to say people's names, you could be like, "Oh, he's trying to say him." Yeah, guys know I'm dyslexic. I can't read. But that's a good idea. Let me do it on this podcast, and then I could just cut clips from
I
this
think
one.
that'd be something. I think it'd be something new and something fresh, something different for the viewers as well, people that are watching. Because I know a lot of you listen, which is absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But if you are watching, then I think it'd be just kind of good to have the visuals up on there. And I think the clips that you've done, you know, are really good, bro. I know we've been censored. I can see that. I've seen it on the social media accounts as well because we are pro-Palestine, but we are pro-human. That's if people understand that we are pro-human as well. I love all human beings. I got nothing against cultures, religions, where you're from, what you are, binary. It doesn't bother me. Yeah, if you're a good person, everything else kind of falls into place. So there's no qualms there. But I know the way that some of these are working, and as soon as we say like people, because some people now don't even mention the word Palestine, because YouTube picks it up and it will mute you, throw your videos down. But yeah, listen, man, show some love, guys. Honestly, jump on the channel, comment. I know there's a few of you. Let us know what you'd like to see. I'm trying to get feedback from you guys. Do you like the format that we're doing it in? Do you want to see it in a different format? Do you want some more live ones? I have got some more live episodes to film as well. We've got some new kit that I'm excited to use. So it's like, let's do this. You know what I mean? So even if you're a guest, you've been a guest and you listen to the podcast. I know Rob listens all the time and always shows us love. Let's just drop us a message, man. Show us some love on the page. Tell us what's happening. Tell us what you'd like to see. I think that's the main thing. Plus, we want to be able to do. I think we need to do the. I don't know how they do it, man. Like the live reaction, but the sound doesn't come from both sides. I think that'd be quite good for us to
Yeah,
do that
if
on
we
there.
could figure that out,
But
that'd be great. Even throughout the podcast, like when we're talking about a clip about a movie or whatever, I want to put a video, but it takes so long to do that, man. I did it with some of the clips, like the Eddie Murphy one or whatnot. But it does take time, like to
it
get an
takes time.
editor or
It
whatnot. That's
takes
why
time.
it's tough
Yeah.
that we It's just us trying to do the best that we can. But I would love to put in clips that we talk about. Just put the clip in there. You can refer to it and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, if we
Bro,
could find a way where we could do trailer reactions together, that'd be great.
I think that'd be good. That'd be definitely good. The other thing as well is, did you see the reaction to Monkey Man?
I heard it got great reactions. I didn't read stuff, but I heard it was
2 minute standing
positive.
ovation. Very
Really? Wow.
positive. Bro, this movie
Wow.
took almost 5 years to make, bro.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well,
They started
because of the
production 2019, bro. Then COVID happened. Then he broke his fingers. He broke his toes. My guy put his heart, but because he's the writer, he's the producer, he's the director.
Oh, wicked. Amazing. He done all
Yeah,
of that. I didn't realize that.
and
And
stuff.
he obviously trained hard. I mean, obviously broke his fingers. And he obviously wanted to be the guy doing all the stunts and everything, the martial arts and everything. Good for him, man. Freaking amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching
Is
that.
he?
Definitely looking
He's a
forward.
British dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. That's amazing if he done all of that. I'm definitely watching that when it comes out.
Same man.
Yeah, I know there's a few movies coming out in cinema, but I just don't feel at the time. Kung Fu Panda 4, I did want to watch. I know Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong coming out end of the year, end of the month. During Ramadan, I think I might stay away from cinema. Just not one time in, and two, if it's not worth a movie watching, then I might like if it was like Deadpool 3, then I'll probably go definitely watch it. But those type of movies I'll just wait, I guess, for now.
No, definitely same here. I'm gonna wait for the Ghostbusters one. I do want to go to, bro, because I know it'd be sick. But it's just
Yeah.
again timing. Pick up the little ones, make sure they're all ready, then run off, come back, break my fast in the cinema. Like I know we did it back in the day, but it's like, you
I
get
know,
to that age
yeah,
and you're
I
like,
know.
how do I do this? How do I keep up?
Yeah, I know, I know. We're a lot more disciplined now with respect around Ramadan and all that sort of stuff, man. Um, yeah, like with Ramadan, like I say, it's not just about the food and the water. It's praying, it's being good about in all aspects. It's trying to avoid like playing games or watching movies is not haram or anything during Ramadan. It doesn't break your fast or anything, but you do want to spend your time, getting closer to God and spirituality during this time anyway. But yeah, no man, shit. I know. Oh, damn it, I swore. Immediately I swore. Yeah, it was a short one this week. There wasn't much else I captured, but yeah, no, I'm glad we're here doing this thing still. This is the main thing, regardless of being censored and everything. I'm glad that we're here doing our thing,
Mm.
and that's what's important.
No, definitely. But yeah, guys, as always, massive thank you for the support on the channels. I know on the like Instagram and TikTok stuff, you guys showed enough love as well. So thank you so much. Make sure you guys donate and show a bit of love to the guys in Palestine and do whatever you can, even if it's a small amount. As I said, I'm doing a daily amount of what I would have spent on my lunch. So here we go. Do the best we can. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else, bro?
That's it for me, bro.
Bro, there was something. X-Men 97 comes out next week, yeah?
Woo.
Showrunner got yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Showrunner got fired the other day. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. No, what happened with
I don't
that?
know why. They haven't said anything, but the showrunner got fired for some reason. Just a week before it came out. So, it sounds like something deep, bro. Disney don't just fire you suddenly. I
I
did go on
mean,
Twitter. There's some couple of rumors going out, but nothing's been confirmed. So, he did stuff on Moon Knight and Miss Marvel, I think, and some other stuff as well. This guy's worked with Marvel for a long time, and they've already done like he wrote season 2 as well. So you're like, he's done all the work. Why suddenly
what
my guy's not
happened?
involved? What happened? So
Mm.
that's the only other news that I remember coming into my head. The other thing was I'm just checking the page now, just see if I shared anything. The
Oh, there
X-Men
were
posters look sick.
X-Men poster looks sick. There was a couple clips from the Oscars that was funny, which was the Batman one, the Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. That was a
So
hilarious.
funny.
Look, I find some of their stuff cringy. Like I have to be honest, John Cena coming out naked and whatnot. I'm just like, what is that? I don't get that. Like that's not funny
Mm.
to me. I think that's very silly and stupid. But that was awesome. You got twins like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then they just team up against Batman. And you got I don't know if that's made up or whatnot. I mean, obviously if Michael Keaton knew about it or whatnot. It was so awesome. It was so cool. And you got three legends. and Michael Keaton's like, just bring it. Like, oh, it's so good. That was one of the best scenes. Should have uploaded that one to YouTube as well. That would have been good to upload to YouTube as
Actually, you know what? I'll pop it up on there and see. I swear I did.
No, you done it on Insta and Facebook. And I've been posting
I'll
a
get
lot
that
of
up on
stuff on Facebook as well because you gave me access. So short clips and whatnot, I'll be posting it on our Facebook page and stuff.
No, awesome. No, it's good. It's good.
Hey, you done the thumbnails. Well, you got to show me how to do that. You done that so quick. I would love to, like, if you show me how to do that, I can help out with the thumbnails.
Yeah, no, I did it while I was on there, but I've got a template here, so you have to use Adobe. Let's find out.
Oh, Kibler's gone. I thought, but yeah, other than that, guys, if you're fasting, have a good Ramadan. We'll be on here doing our thing, but make sure you try and stay disciplined. People out there, be good, stay humble, be nice to each other, be excellent to each other. Wait. Let me stop it. Let me stop it. On that note, we're gonna yeah, because I don't want to get Nia's cute little face on the camera before we lock it off. On that note, guys, we're out and we'll catch you on next week's episode. Peace.
Take care, guys. Peace.